I'm Bo Dobozinski with Range Systems in the Outpost. Range Systems portable tactical range.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
To show you how to train the hard malfunction. Now that we have the range running, let's go ahead and start with the feeling the hard malfunction makes. There's going to be two indicators. The first is a distinct crunch feeling when the slide goes forward onto the blockage in the chamber. The second is that the trigger won't reset correctly and will have a decidedly wrong feel to it. If you have the time and equipment to practice learning just the feel of hard malfunction, this is a very, very critical step to do. The hard malfunction device from Range Systems can help you in that practice as well.
The hard malfunction device is currently designed for 9mm and 40 caliber Glocks.
Once you've established that you indeed have a hard malfunction, the steps to fix it are lock, rip, rack, 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 reload, rack, ready. Let's go through each one. Shot, crunch. First, I'm going to lock the slide to the rear of the handgun. I do that by rotating my torso and using the overhand method to drive the slide to the rear. Remember, don't be nice here. You should really slam that slide to the rear. If the malfunction was caused by a deformed casing, this may be really challenging. Second, that rotational position isn't done on accident. It's designed to maintain 100% defense. By rotating the torso and bringing the fire up to that shoulder level position, I'm in essence in a punch position. If for some reason the threat closes in on me, the first thing the threat's going to get is a right cross with a 1-pound piece of steel leading the way. It also allows me to use some of the strongest muscles in my body, those in my chest, to get that slide unstuck. Next, I'm going to bring that firearm back around to my outside 45-degree position. The outside 45-degree position is the most effective defensive and manipulation position possible. Here's what I mean. Super common is the workspace position. That's about here. Problem with this is, one, if you have tools between you and your threat moves, it's sure hard for me to see where my threat goes. And if my tools come down here, there's a strong possibility that my eyes will follow to my tools. So to have it in between you but not outside of the point of vision allows you to keep contact with your threat. Second, if I have my arms inside of 90 degrees, so this is 180 degrees, there's 90 degrees, there's inside 90 degrees. If I have them at inside 90 degrees and I have an incoming blow, the workspace is not going to stop it. The workspace is not a boxing guard that would take that blow up. Instead, if we get hit, that 1-pound piece of steel will be moving at my face. And remember, that piece of steel will hurt you on impact too. At the outside 45-degree position, we gain time from less movement in and out of the firearm. From the loading to presentation, we also gain defense. In this position, our arms are at their strongest position possible. And we also gain clarity of vision by keeping the muzzle just beneath the line of sight to me and my target. This allows me to keep my tools on the thread even though the hard malfunction remediation is going on. Lock. As I'm moving the gun to the outside 45-degree position, I'm going to rip the magazine out and either toss it aside or rotate it. By locking the slide to the rear, I've taken the pressure off of the stuff that's been blocked up in the chamber, the feed ramp at the top of the magazine. This allows me to depress that magazine release and get that magazine easily out of the well, and hopefully get all the rest of the stuff to come out of the choke point. If I have other magazines, I'm going to fling that magazine away because there's a possibility the hard malfunction was caused by the magazine. And if I use the magazine again, I'll just have the same problem right over. If, however, I don't have any other magazines, I have to do what's called a final magazine hard malfunction remediation, meaning that I can't throw away the magazine and instead must retain to reuse it. It'd be important to train both of these skills. For now, let's just work on the throwaway version. Shot. Lock, rip. My next step will be to rack the slide 3 times. I do this because I must be certain there isn't anything left in the chamber, stuck on the slide, or in the feed ramp that will cause another malfunction. The most effective way to do this is the slingshot method, where I pinch the slide between the meat of my thumb and the fingers. This position allows me to keep my outside 45-degree position, my view of the thread, and it moves the firearm less than the overhand position, giving me a speed advantage. Shot, lock, rip, rack, rack, rack. Now I'm ready to reload my next magazine. Using a good magazine grip with the index finger running down the bullet side of the magazine, the base of the magazine at the root of the thumb, I pull it from the magazine holster and insert it into the well of my handgun, which is still waiting for me at the outside 45-degree position. Since the slide is forward, I can't send it with my thumb, so I have to rack the slide one more time to load a round into the chamber. Shot, crunch, lock, rip, rack, 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 reload, rack, ready. We go to ready because as defenders, we must always keep in mind that our situation could change at any moment. We may have had a threat intent on killing us the moment before, but it's possible now that while we were doing our hard malfunction remediation, the threat gave up. If we just start shooting, that might be hard to explain to a prosecutor. Training to ready means that we give ourselves a split second to assess the dynamic situation and determine if further engagement is necessary, protecting us from potential prosecution later on. Now that you know how this process works, here's 3 drills to help you train it. First is just a straightforward hard malfunction practice. Fill 1 magazine with 5 rounds and put it into your magazine holster. Then go ahead and take your second magazine and put the hard malfunction device in first, and then load 1 live round in over the top of it. Now go ahead and load and make ready into your handgun and holster it. Now, with or without a shot timer, draw your handgun, fire 1 shot. The handgun will hold a hard malfunction, conduct the remediation, then fire 1 more shot, then reset, assess, and conduct a tactical follow-through. Reholster your handgun and retrieve the first magazine. Put the hard malfunction device back into the magazine completely and conduct a holster reload. Put the magazine with the rounds back into the magazine pouch and repeat the drill until that magazine is empty. The second drill is a bit more challenging and is done with a partner. Load the magazines the same as the first drill. Now load, make ready, and holster your handgun. Give your partner a tactical flashlight and have him stand just behind you so that he can shine the tack light over your shoulder. Now, with or without a shot timer, draw your handgun. Fire 1 shot. The handgun will go to hard malfunction. Conduct the remediation. As you are conducting the remediation, your partner will either turn the light on or leave the target alone. If the light goes on, the threat has given up and you may not shoot the target. Instead, go through compliant threat or deterrence procedures until your partner tells you to stop. Add 1 more layer of this challenge. While you're giving compliant threat orders to stop, your partner can turn the light off, meaning that your threat has returned to being lethal one. That means you should engage it rapidly. When the drill's finished, reset, assess, and conduct a tactical follow-through. The third drill adds in a different challenge. You're going to prepare 4 magazines. In the first, you should have just rounds in it. Place that magazine into your primary reload pouch. The next should be set up like this. First magazine has just 1 round in it. The next magazine will have a dummy round, then 2 more live rounds, a dummy round, and then a live round on the top. Then the third magazine should have the hard malfunction device in it first, and then a live round over the top. Take the 3 magazines and put them into a bag and shake them up, or just lay them on a table and mix them up. Now, taking 1 at random, load it into your handgun, make it ready, and holster it. With or without a shot timer, draw your handgun and engage the target with the goal of putting 3 rounds on target as fast as you can. Now, if you get magazine number 1, you'll have an emergency reload. Conduct the emergency reload. If you get magazine number 2, you'll have a soft malfunction. Fix that. If you get magazine number 3, a hard malfunction. Whichever one that you get, Try to fix the problem as fast as possible to get all 3 rounds on target as soon as you can. Then reset, assess, and conduct a tactical follow-through. Then reset your handgun to empty your magazine with just rounds back into your pouch and select a different magazine from the pile until you run through each problem. Remember that you could layer in drill number 2 with drill number 3 to increase your challenge even further. To get a hard malfunction device, go to range-systems.com. And to get more drills for working those immediate actions, like hard malfunction, emergency reload, or soft malfunction, check out the Concealed Carry Masters course, also available at the Range Systems website. For Range Systems, I'm Bo Dobozinski. For more tips, drills, and awesome products, hit the subscribe button below, or check out this next video.